Hello everybody, we're going to make our own cat function now. So with the cat function, you go to scratch.mit.edu. So let me just show you what that looks like. So this page will come up and then you just click create. And your cat will come up and you can call it whatever you want. So I'm going to call it cat function. Now, what I want to do is get an input and produce an output. The cat's going to tell me his number that comes out. So the way to set up your first action, let's first set up everything. So when the green flag is clicked, we want to have the cat pick a random number. So first I need to make some variables. So we'll call this the cat secret number. And the rules for variable names is they have to all be one word. Okay, there it is. And so when we first start our program, we want to set the secret number to a random number. So we go to operators, pick a random number 1 to 10. And you can change the range, you could say from 0 to 100 or something like that. Alright, and then also we want to clear everything, and we're going to make some more variables now. So we want to have our input, okay, and our output, okay, and that's ready to go. So I want to set those to 0 when we open. So set output to 0 and set input to 0. So this is kind of like a refresh, start over step is when you click the flag. Now we want to run our cat function maybe every time you press space. And so those variables that I made will show up on your screen here. And I don't want to show what the secret number is, so I go back to data and I'm going to click that off. But I do want to show the input and the output, and I just drag them like that. Okay, so when the space bar is pressed, we want the cat to ask you what is your input. Okay, so I'll go to sensing, and he's going to ask what's your name? No, we're going to say what's your input. And we could say give me a number between 1 and 10 or something like that. But I'll just say what's your input. And then he will set whatever the user is going to put in, he will set that to the input. So input to, and we go back to sensing, answer. So you're going to take the answer to that question and put it in the input. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so next we're going to do some math, right? So we need to set the output using our function. Now you can do all kinds of functions. You can say I want to multiply the input times the secret number, or I want to subtract from my input the secret number, or divide, or you could do, you know, multiple things. You could say like, well, I want to multiply my input times the secret number, and then subtract the secret number, right? So input times the secret number, and then subtract the secret number. So what does that do? And so let's just test it out. So what's your name? No, you need to say what is your input. There it is. So my input is 1. So I got 1 times the secret number, so whatever it is, minus the secret number. So if I did 1 times 1 minus 1, that would have worked. Alright, let's press spacebar and try something else. 2 So 2 times the secret number and then subtracted the secret number. Could have been 10, right? 2 times 10 would be 20 minus, no, 2 times, so it could be 9, right? 2 times 9 would be 18, minus 9 would be 9, so that it looks like 9 would work. And that also works with 1 and 0, right? 1 times 9 minus 9 would be 0. So that looks like our function is working. And the last step, let's just have him say it out loud. So we say looks, at the end he's going to say what your secret number is, or what his answer is. So now the way that we do that, we need to join two things, because we're going to have him say the output and a little piece of text, right? So we're going to go to this operators and do join. So right now it says hello with world, but we're going to have him say my output is space, and then we're going to have him say the output. So go to data, and we're going to plug that in there. So let's just, and then actually let's have him join another thing and say press spacebar again. So put that in there. Yeah, put that in there, and then this is going to join twice. And now after that he says space, press spacebar. Okay, let's test it. Okay, so give me a new secret number, press spacebar. Okay, what's your input? Actually I think 2 is our, so I bet it's 4. My input is 4, so I bet his secret number is 4, actually, the way we figure that out. So press spacebar, I can try another one. So 1 should give me, oh, it should always give me 0, yeah. Okay, so I'm kind of understanding this function now that I'm playing with it. Enter. Okay, so 16, so 5 times 4 is the secret number, I think. 5 times 4 is 20, minus 4, yeah, is 16. Okay, so you're going to make your own function here, and it doesn't really matter if you can figure out what his secret number is every time, but I just want to have you do the practice of building a function and then putting it into a table, putting his values into a table, and maybe looking at, maybe you can figure out what his secret number is every time, or not, but right now we're just kind of figuring out how to make functions and how to use inputs and outputs.